Let's just start it off like this. There we go. Nice and ready. Ooh, perfect. Yeah. Type shit. I'm going skiing. I'm going robbing. Nah. Yeah. I joined Mortal Kombat. You didn't know. I joined Mortal Kombat. So I'm just picking out my outfit. I heard it's a competition or something where you just hang out with people. I don't know. All right. On today's live, we're going to be robbing a jewelry store. Okay? If you've never seen a live where we rob a jewelry store live, this will be the first of its kind. So I hope you stay tuned. I'm finna put on my gloves. And, you know, the economy getting crazy out here. Obviously, I'm finna go to Baskin Robbins first and go get me a gallon of ice cream. So, if you want a flavor, just let me know. We're gonna hop up in that thing. That'd be funny. You hop on somebody live, you see them like this. Yeah, man, we about to rob this burrito place, man. We taking all their tortillas. Huh? People be confused. It's like, why you stealing tortillas? Yeah, man, they got the best tortillas in town, fam. You ain't never been to Tortilla Factory? They got the best ones. We finna go get some rice and beans. And cheese. I know some people gonna come up with it. You want some chocolate? Alright, bet. When I hop in, I'm gonna bring you some. Oh, man. Look, I'm gonna come in. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. I'm gonna need all that energy. Put your hands up. Come in there. Hey, yo, fam. Hey. I'm gonna need that energy. Put it in the bag. I said put it in the bag. We'll be like, yeah, you don't want this ether. You don't want this ether. Is that a wand? It is. You make me smile. Gratitude. Hey, Katarina, it's grand to see you. This is a wand. It shoots frequencies. I know. It's fire. I know it's fire. And if they want that fire slime wave, they gonna catch the ether. They gonna catch it. They don't know about this. This that ether staff, son. We out here in these ether streets. This is called carborundum. And the inside, you can see it shine every time. See? That's how the dudes be looking at you, ladies, when you got that good. They be in your blinds like this. How come you ain't pick up your phone? Huh? Huh? You just gonna throw it on me like that? They be inside. They be at your window like this. I see you in the house. You just gonna throw it on me like that and just stay in the house? No. Open the door. No. That's why, ladies, you gotta be careful where you putting that thing. Put that on a chain. They don't even know you're being protected. Facts. You know what I'm saying? You look like the Portal at Travis Scott concert there. I'm cool. I ain't no Portal daddy. I am some cold ass energy though. That came from the ether streets. Way out in the cosmos and in the crazy part. You ever been to Earth? I'm from Earth, son. Type shit. Yeah. Could you imagine? First time we meet aliens. What's up, fam? It's Big Earth. Earth gang. First time aliens meet us. Yeah, it's Big Earth out here, fam. What you doing here on the side of the cosmos? Yeah. I said, I like your ship. Yeah, it look nice. I said, I like your ship. I think this is how aliens see us when they come by. What do they call those YNs? What kind of earthlings are those? Oh, those are savages. Aliens pass by and lock their doors. They're like, oh my god, what's going on here? Click, click. They pass by. What the hell? They go and park their ship, and then all of a sudden they missing windows off they. I ain't never seen gold windows, fam. Yeah, break yourself off. Yeah, I got the poo shiesties on. Yeah, I decided my career path. I said I'm gonna be a cosmic robber. I'm out here stealing planets, son. This is what I do. I'm a planet stealer. I said, I like your ship, fool. I just came from your video about ether speeding up. All right. Hold on, let me go back to normal mode. I'm in YN mode. Whew. Let me take off sport mode. Hold on. This looks so funny. Hello. It seems to me you have come to learn the ancient scrolls. Seems to me you have come to learn about the ancient ways of the ether. Look at us. Alright, y'all. Alright, here's the reveal. Damn, handsome man. Oh, congratulations, it's me. Oh. Anyway, hold on, let me get my power up real quick. Protect myself. You are handsome. Well, gratitude. I wish I lived near you. No, you don't. You'd be tired all the time. I live near you. No, you don't. You'd be tired all the time. I'm just kidding. So yeah. I've seen dudes turn their dreads into a mask. I can do that too. I just got mine up right now. So I can go in the full. I can do it too. Just do like this. Yeah, I could do that too. Hold on. There we go. Full ether. Oh man. Anyway, the world is speeding up. So let me see if I can show you a photo. I showed people this earlier. Bow. You want to save that? Okay, here we go. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Before we start, can y'all see that? Before we start, can you see this? Right here? Okay, yeah. I'll teach you this. So, this is called a torus or toroidal field. this is around the earth, you know. This is also around your body. So hold on real quick, I'm gonna show you. This is the one around your body. You have the same field around your body. It stems from your heart, and it also stems from your pineal gland, and it also stems from, you have one below your feet. You have a line that goes through all your chakra points. It goes in and out, right? It goes in and out. So in and then out, right? So when you see this, right, when I talk about the torus or the toroidal field, this is moving faster. So even if you believe the earth is round or flat, this is moving faster. This is really what earth looks like at a fundamental level compared to what, you know, we say flat or round. This is what earth really looks like fundamentally, like this. It's a frequency. So basically, you see how it looks like a donut? It looks like a sail. This is how some of your sails look too, right? As this starts to, see, you're one of these lines. Let's do it like this. You're one of these lines on here, right? Right? So the people who are a part of Earth, this line is moving faster inside of you. So this line inside of your body is doing the same thing, okay? So when you see this, this is what we see at a fundamental level. Like frequency, energy, and vibration is wavelength. So it's like a radar, basically. So this ring you see right here is us, and this is moving faster. So we were basically upside down. So imagine this upside down, right? It was tilt, so it was basically tilted like this, and now we're tilt. So what we call the upside down, it was upside down like this, and now it's turning right side up. Okay, since it turned right side up, it makes it easier for it to resonate. You see how it is resonating all the way out. As this moves faster, the days, the months, and the years will feel like seconds, right? Time and space isn't real, right? But if you look at this moving faster and faster, hold on real quick. Let me pin this out right here. Boom. Every living thing, everything in existence has one of these fields. There's nothing still anywhere in the universe. So no matter where you go in the universe, the water, the fire, the trees, birds, animals, insects, they all have one of these fields around them, especially if they're natural to Earth, okay? As this moves faster, your vibration rate of your cells move faster. So this is how a cell looks too. So when this is pulsating faster, there are other frequencies you couldn't see before around you. So you see how there's frequencies above, right? As above, so below. As you raise in frequency, you start to see animals you haven't seen before. You start to see creatures you ain't never seen before, right? The animals are starting to act funny, right? They're acting different. They're out of their normal migratory, because they follow these types of lines in nature. They have their own line they follow. Excuse me. They have their own line they follow in nature, right? So these lines, since we were upside down, so this was upside down, now it's turning right side up. The spiritual energy has been thin for the past 6,000 years. It's called a lunar cycle. Now that this turning back up, this is called the solar cycle. As the solar cycle happens, we basically get more cosmic radiation coming in, and this cosmic energy that comes in to increase vibratory rates, not only in cells but everything around you. So basically the wavelengths move faster, like a sonar. Instead of the sonar going whoop whoop whoop, it's like whoop 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 whoop, and it's like a heartbeat moving. Imagine like a heartbeat was slow, and now it's like whoop 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 whoop. Okay, so now this is also your aura. when we talk about aura, or when we talk about your electric biofield, this is what we're talking about. This is your aura and your biofield around you. So everything that you see in your reality is being projected from your heart, your pineal gland, and there's another chakra point below your feet. It's called the super root. Some people call it star chakra, but it's just an energy center. And they help to you have little lines that come out of your chakra points to help move this field. So this is like 6 feet. When you're in high vibration, this goes to 9 feet. You get what I'm saying? It goes to 9 feet. So we're God experiencing itself. So if this is a cell of God, right? Each one of us is like an experience. So all these lines around you in this field is one experience. And the way that these wavelengths change are dependent upon the choices you make to experience your expression of consciousness. Okay? So if you look here at this diagram, see, this is called a toroidal field, right? Everything moves in a spiral formation, right? In different ways. There's a sacred geometry shape, which is around your aura and your biofield too. The input goes in and it comes out. So that's why they say you go within, because you follow the ways of the universe. So you're going clockwise in motion inside. And whatever you have inside of you comes outside. You see, one rotation cycle equals frequency. One input and output is vibration. That's how your cells work too. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show you something. Hold on. So what's happening in that process of you moving faster, right? You have these pieces in your DNA, right? They call it junk DNA. This is what they call the junk DNA strand. So y'all see it? So there's cosmic dust or cosmic matter inside of it called dark matter. So you see this? This is dark. They have dark matter inside each one of these. As you get more radiation and as the torus field moves, your DNA does the same. Your DNA starts moving faster. So what happens is you have an activation of the 12 strands, right? There's 12 strands, just like the infinity loop, right? There's 12 strands. Boom, 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 boom. And each of these strands, there's right here. Think of this as like your memory card. This is your universal memory card right here. What they call junk DNA is your cosmic memory card. Okay? This holds all your lives, all your ancient knowledge, your ancestors, their emotions, their memories. It's a genome sequence that's inside of you right now. So as this moves faster, you start to unlock more of your internal light. That light being refracted out gives abilities similar to X-Men, right? Some people have dreams of levitating, shooting fire out of their hands, lightning. This is where it's coming from. So when you go into the sun, you charge your pineal gland. The pineal gland activates at night when you go to sleep. So how much light you get in your pineal gland will determine how fast these move when you go to sleep. And as these move faster, you can unlock more secrets of yourself, because your expression of consciousness is created in a specific pattern in a specific way. Okay, so as you see this, you get this 12 strand activation. So they've been showing you movies like Super Sale to give you like a short context of what's popping off right now. Some people are having this type of experience was inside of their body where you know when people were gonna call you and then they call you, or you've been seeing stuff on the side of your eyes over here on the side. You've been hearing stuff and ain't nothing there. You've been smelling scents and there's nothing around. You get what I'm saying? Your sensory organs are working fast. Your sensory organs are working first. So your intuition is going off the charts. Your peripheral vision is your spiritual vision is moving faster too. Can you boost your aura? You sure can. Go put your feet in the grass. Just go put your feet right in the grass. Earth is a natural transmuter of all energies. So when you put your feet in the grass, you clear static electrical current out of, hold on real quick. You clear, hold on, let me see. When you stand in the grass, you clear stagnant electrical current out of your field, so it allows the lines to flow easier in and out every time you go put your feet in the grass and ground yourself. But your DNA, this junk DNA they call junk, is also built in the shape of a hexagon. A hexagon is a sacred geometry shape in order to produce energy. That's why you see beehives together, right? Some of those sequences are activated that have been asleep. So some of y'all have basically been asleep for a long time. And now, since we're getting more cosmic radiation towards us, it's starting to move that cell faster. That junk DNA is moving it like shh, right? The torus field is moving faster. Your concept of space and time is going to be out of there. The law of divine oneness says we are all interconnected. 15 levels of aura. The last level is how we are connected. Exactly. So it's just it's like 15 grid levels, and your observation or your awareness is as you become more aware, you become more conscious of your level. So what we call dimensions are consciousness density. So imagine like electric levels. So let me show you something. It'll be easier to show you this photo. Hold on. I don't know why it's doing this all of a sudden. Oh, okay, here we go. Boom. So imagine, if you can see this, consciousness levels is just like that torus field, right? You see the circles? These are each lines, right? Each one of these is like your consciousness level. You exist on all of them at the same time, but you're currently aware of where you are right here. Right? That's where your awareness is. So this pineal gland right here is your projection device, right? It's a projector. So as you raise your awareness, you start to see more in the projection. So imagine this is 280p, and as you raise your vibration, your vibratory rate, then you move up to 1080p. A lot of this stuff that you're seeing now is that 1080p in real life. So you seen the rainbows in the sky looking all like vibrant, like the aurora borealis. You see like these creatures and beings on the side of your eyes and stuff. You see like white orbs, red orbs, and these orbs. These beings already exist. It's just when you come down to this level, it takes a lot of energy to compress to make a carbon-based formation of energy. So as you raise up in energy and your cells move faster, you can start seeing these things that were already around. You know how people see faces in trees? You know how people have been seeing like green orbs in the forest look like fairies almost? It's these beings exist already. It's just you're slowly moving your energy up so you can see all this shit. So you can see this shit. You activate the DNA and activate all your clear. Shout out to Tez. Tez, y'all go follow Tez. He know his stuff. You activate your DNA and all your clear powers: clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairgustance, clairalience, claircognizance. So it's basically clear smelling, taste, touch, sight, hearing. You ever had the answer to something and didn't know where the answer came from? That's claircognizance. You tap into the ether. You get what I'm saying? Is that why it's are strong? They sleep outside and extremely. If you sleep outside and you ground yourself on the ground and you charge your whole body, you remove static electrical current from your whole body. If you just lay flat on the grass, how else can you get the 12-strand DNA activation? Can you get it without sunlight and sun gazing? I mean, It's part of the process. The sun is light that goes into your pineal gland, and when you go to sleep, your pineal gland turns on. So how much sunlight you absorb will determine, how much of your melanin at night activates with your pineal gland. I'm just being honest. I dream of levitating. That's not a dream. So let me show you something. So when you go to sleep, let me show you. So let me show you something. So when you go to sleep, let me show you. I don't know why I keep doing this. I guess they on that baloney. Anyway, let's go here. Here we go. So when you go to sleep, where is it? Right here. So when you go to sleep, right? All these are versions of you, right? So this one, you have blue hair. This one, you have green hair. You have yellow hair. When you go to sleep and you go to the green hair version of yourself, that's you. You're not dreaming. It's called astral projection, right? So you projecting your consciousness in another version of yourself. So if you have dreams of levitating, that's you. You getting a tutorial on how you levitate. That's for you. You're seeing another version of you. Every time you astral travel, you're actually astral traveling inside of you. I know most people think it's outside, like the universe is outside, but you have dark matter inside of you, which the universe is inside of you. You get what I'm saying? So when you astral travel, you going inside yourself and your refraction of the universe. So this is a giant mirror, right? Each piece has its expression, and when you go inside of your universe's expression, you see the expression of how your consciousness is projected. You get what I'm saying? I know that's I know that's a lot. I know that's a lot, but grounding and sun gaze is probably the top notch ways to raise your and sun gazing is where you look at the sun between sunrise and sunset. You can look directly at the sun. It's about 45 minutes without burning your eyes. And that triggers not only your pineal, it charges your pineal gland to a whole new degree. It charges your entire body. That's why sun gazing is so important, especially when you couple it with grounding yourself. When you ground yourself and you sun gaze, you're clearing static electrical current and charging up your field at the same time. That's why if you go outside at sunrise or sunset, notice how many clouds are moving towards the sun, no matter what state you're in. That's kind of crazy, right? It's just like the clouds know exactly where to go at that time. And that don't make sense. Excuse me. Realized I was in a dream a few nights ago and flew out of the roof of a car. That was another rendition of you. So if you master lucid dreaming, couldn't you just ask your subconscious to activate your DNA? You can't. Your subconscious is basically the creator of your universe. You can ask, but your higher self has stuff set up for you. So when it's time, it's like, you know how you turn on those clocks when you about to bake something and it'll tick, tick, tick? Well, some of your experiences act like those ticks. Even if you tell your subconscious, open up, awaken this, activate this, your higher self know that it set up that timer for you, right? For your expression of consciousness. You get what I'm saying? So some of the experiences you go through help to tick that faster. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You have an identity of you're multi-dimensional. This is crazy. I can't wait to ascend. Ascending is really ascension. I know that's going to sound strange. When you ascend, you move to a new vibratory level, and things below your level can't see you no more. So when people look at you, it'll look like you disappeared. Now, people are like, what? Have you ever, when you were in school, you learned about the civilization of Roanoke, right? The whole civilization disappeared, right? Their whole civilization elevated in consciousness. So when you rise up to a higher vibratory rate, stuff that's lower than the vibratory rate, you can't see in it. They can't perceive you anymore. You could be standing right next to them and they won't perceive you, because when your cells move at a certain rate, if it's something else moving slower than the rate, it'll repel it away. You get what I'm saying? It'll repel it. That's why a lot of people have been losing family members, friends. You're not eating the same thing. You're not being in the same environments, because all of them are like little orbs. Imagine each one of those are orbs vibrating. As you move in faster, it naturally repels all that other stuff away from you. So you're basically purging static electrical current out of your field so you can prepare for more energy to come in. Does that make sense? That's the easiest way. I'll probably try to put this on my YouTube. My YouTube is VIA Energy Healing, if you haven't. Is the ether the same as source and universal mind? So the ether is like cosmic Google. Cosmic Google is everywhere, right? Ether is everywhere. It's like the universal energy. So, well, source is just, think of source as like an energy ball expressing itself in everything, right? I know that's gonna sound strange. Think of source as a giant energy ball expressing itself through all of us and everything you see around you. Ether is a byproduct of that expression too. It expresses energy at it's like cosmic internet. There we go. It's like cosmic internet. There we go. It's like cosmic internet. Meditation, eating right now, getting angry now. Yeah, how much a day do you need? If you just put your feet on the ground for about like 10 minutes, that's all you need, is about 10 minutes. You don't need too much. Astral projection is real. Levitation is lowering the density around your body and repelling away from something. So like, imagine the earth is a plus sign. You're lowering basically you're making like your vibratory rate around you a minus sign. So what happens when you put a minus and a plus together? It gives you a charge, right? So it's like, some people have dreams of putting their hands down and then floating up, like you flying, like you float up, like Superman type shit. Any tips on how to remember your dreams? Oh yeah. So you just get a notebook, and whenever you have a dream, you just bullet point stuff, and you keep doing that in the notebook. And those are like, imagine like little keys for yourself, like puzzle pieces. And after you get so many puzzle pieces, then you start to figure out, oh, okay, I got it. Meditation is the key. Meditation, sitting still, breathing, focus on your internals so you can learn more about your internals. The more you sun gaze, the more you be able to look at the sun. Exactly. The more you get used to sun gazing, when the sun's out at normal capacity, you could look at it and it won't hurt your eyes. It actually helps your vision. If you sun gaze for 2 years, it can help your eyesight correct itself. I know that's gonna sound strange. It also curbs your appetite too, because your cells feed off of energy. So when you charge that energy inside of you, you realize you ain't even that as hungry as you think you are. On the cool. Alright, it's like the clouds went to block the sun. Yep, I'm gonna catch up on the comments. Sometime the cloud will change shape to fully cover the sun. They know what time it is. One mind and two parts, consciousness and subconscious, are conscious and right here. Impressed feelings, ideas, yep. Thoughts onto our subconscious, and our subconscious express what impressed upon it. So basically he said one mind and two parts conscious. Subconscious, our conscious impress feelings, ideas, and thoughts onto our subconscious, and our subconscious express what impressed upon it. Y'all need to go follow Tez. Tez be knowing his sauce. That shout out to Tez. He got the sauce. What's up, Illmatic? Grand to see you. We exist on different dimensions at the same time. That's facts. Facts. Y'all go follow. Tez know his stuff. You have to work through your mess to ascend to the next level. I mean, yeah. It's you. Be honest with yourself. Facts. I'm just catching up on comments because I actually read my comments. Plasma. Yup. Let me see. What about God and Jesus? How can I be God? So when they tell you are God, right? I know this is going to sound strange. So just imagine God is like a bakery, right? God wanted to make more cookies to express its expression, right? So God made a chocolate chip cookie, vanilla cookie, made snickerdoodle and peanut butter, right? Those cookies came from God's bakery. God gave those cookies the ability to create more cookies. So having that power of creation or imagination gives you the ability to create, right? So if you weren't a god or a goddess, goddesses wouldn't be able to have babies because they create life. What does God do? Create life, right? Right? Using creation. I know some people are like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. You know, whatever you believe in that gets you closer to your highest divine version or your highest self, go with it. That's what I tell people. I can't tell you, I'm just explaining from my perspective, but whatever you believe in, that's yours. Jesus, some people say are allegory or a concept. Some people say, you know, it's this person, is this. The concept of Jesus, Krishna, Muhammad, Buddha, all of them is to reach Christ consciousness. When you reach Christ consciousness, you realize that you are God or a goddess. Now, for some people that'll sound like blasphemy. That's crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. That's fine. Religion in etymology means religare. Religare is Latin for to bound or to hold to a set of monotheistic views, right? It's to hold you to a set of views, right? I'll give you an example. If you don't do this, if you don't live by the way we tell you, you're gonna go to this place. If you don't serve this person, then you go into this place. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of the religions around the world have similar concepts. You get what I'm saying? But what I tell people is whatever gets you closer to your highest self, whatever gets you closer to your highest, but some people are waking up at different times, right? So, and let's say in your life, I'm awakened, right? Because in this specific moment, I'm supposed to be a lesson for you. And let's say your cousin's life, your cousin's awake, and you the one that's asleep. Does that make sense? It's like a multiplayer game, but you're a single player. That's the easiest way to do it. That's the easy way to explain, you know. How can I recall or remember my dreams? You need to take some Harataki. Harataki, Blue Lotus. Amazing. Amazing. It's amazing. We can literally eat the sun. Exactly. Shout out to you, Gerald. You know what's up. Yo, haven't seen you in a long time. Grand to see you. I'm always moon gazing. Hey, I've been doing that in Atlanta, Georgia ever since I was 16. I am 44 now. My eyes are on fire. Congratulations. I'm doing well. It's grand to see you, Royale. It's grand to see you, Princess. Why is the ocean waters reversed? So, let me show you something. So, this is perfect. So, you remember when I told you, hold on, earlier, we're going through what's called a pole shift. So, this was sort of like upside down. So, this was up. So, imagine this upside down like this. The poles are shifting like this. When the poles shift, right, the electromagneticity of our area changes, right? So you see, like the planes can't stay on the same normal line, so they falling down, right? Planes follow these types of lines on their flight patterns. It's these type of magnetic lines, basically. When this shifts, those lines become more like sonar. They're like whoop 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 whoop. So it goes, is bringing more spiritual energy here. Does that make sense? It's like we're getting more electromagneticity. Since this right here is your field, it's an electromagnetic field. You're getting more. So this is moving faster like this. Does that make sense? And this is happening to the earth right now. She's going through the evolution process. With or without you. She's on her way regardless. So you're trying to eliminate static electrical current out of yours so you can match Earth. You get what I'm saying? She's moving faster regardless. Part of the pole shift, returning that energy back to her, she moving faster like this. And you trying to get your field to at least be somewhere on the level so that you can be cool. The ocean's reversing is part of that pole shift. Right? The pole shift happens, some people say 12,000 to 15,000 years, but it's usually around every 26,900 and something years, almost 27,000 years, there's a shift in poles. The last pole shift was the lunar cycle. So we were in a lunar cycle for 6,000 years, or 6,000 years, quotations, time, whatever. Now we're in the solar cycle. So the solar cycle returns the things that are back to natural, back to what it's supposed to be. So imagine stuff was, you know how they have towers to shoot electromagnetic frequencies? Imagine having an electromagnetic net above you, and now that net is being removed. You get what I'm saying? I know that's kind of strange, but all these frequencies, all these things you have going on, is gone. AI told we humans have the powers to see in future or past events because they all happen simultaneously, and it's you tuning into the wavelength. The future, past, and present are like wavelengths, and you just tuning your wave into the wave. It's like if you wanted to time travel, for instance, you would tune your wavelength into the GPS coordinates of your energy in another position. Does that make sense? Great. Now I want some cookies. This one. God is perfect, but God gave us creative abilities as He's the creator of the universe, and God is given expressions through expressions, and the expressions are expression the Most High or God. We humans are so powerful if we can see the future or past. Yeah, we don't even use. Honestly, most humans don't use past 6% of their brain on the cool. Most humans don't. Humans are the youngest species in the universe. Y'all got to realize that. There's beings who've been around here for millions, in terms of time, millions of years. So to certain beings, we look like little kids. All of our technology is like children technology. Do you think the elites are using weather machines causing floods? So the thing is, they show you a map. There's a map. I'm going to show you this map right now. Hold on, where is it? It's right here. So they show you this map. It's called the Future Map of the World, right? This was created in like the 1900s, and they were showing what would happen if a pole shift happened, ice started melting, and the world got flooded with water, right? The thing is, they have a document called the Adam and Eve story in the CIA vault. You go to CIA.gov, go all the way down, click Freedom of Information Act, and then you type in Adam and Eve story, where they talk about floods, right? Mud floods and all that, great resets and everything, yada yada. What's happening is that we have more lands than what you know. We've only known these lands our whole life. And some people gonna say that sounds crazy. There used to be a land right here between Florida and the UK called Lemuria, right? There used to be other lands, right? So all these places that are empty, you see these empty spots? There's more land that's going to shift into those positions. They'll show you this map, but they won't show you the lands that are going to shift into those positions. As the world raises in vibration, it gets hotter. So when you go up in dimension or consciousness or vibratory rate, it gets hot, it's hotter. So as it gets hotter, ice will start melting, right? How come nobody can go to Antarctica? Like there's a dude recently, 19-year-old pilot who went to Antarctica with the independent exploration by itself, flying a plane. He flew from like Chile to Antarctica, and they got him detained right now because he saw something. If y'all don't know, in the middle of Antarctica, there's a giant hole, and they put a lid on top of the hole, right? They have a mountain out there called Mount Erebus that rains monoatomic gold. That's been raining monoatomic gold for like a year. Antarctica used to be an old civilization, for y'all people who don't know. Let me show you something. Hold on. I think I... This is called the Monte Urbano map of 1587. The Monte Urbano map of 1587. As you can see, you don't see any ice on this at all. There was a civilization there. So there was a Freemason, if you didn't know, by the name of Admiral Byrd, who went there, and he met some aliens who brought him down in a tunnel. This is from his journal, by the way. You can go. He was a Freemason with Templars and all that. Anyway, he met a being down there called the Master. Right? The Master was saying, "Hey, why y'all using nuclear technology? Y'all messing up. When you use nuclear technology, you remember how I showed you earlier? We stay on a set of pancakes. We stay on pancakes. When you use nuclear technology, you mess up the other levels too." So he went sort of like right here in this area, right? So when he went to that area, the being down there was like, "Hey, if y'all keep using nuclear technology, y'all gonna mess up some of the..." And then they were like, "Hey fam, what you doing? Stop doing that bullshit." Paraphrasing, "Why y'all doing that bullshit? Fucking shit up." So you need to slow your eyes down. Nuclear fission, right? And when he did his interview back, right after he did his interview, when he came back from that expedition, NASA was started the following year. You can look that up. After his expedition, NASA was started the following year. Why? You create your hell, and even on earth, the matrix. Exactly, you create your heaven and hell. Anything you believe in, you create it. So you believe in hell, you create it. Exactly. The creation comes from you and how you perceive reality. You learning how to use your energy. That's one of the biggest things from coming here, is learning how to use your own energy so you can make reality. You can observe more reality and get... So right now, some people are moving from a shift lead position to a manager position in terms of observation. Some people who are in manager positions are moving in district manager position. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you're observing different ways. Hey, y'all go follow Tez. Tez got a lot of grand information. I keep hearing about shrinking and making moon water. You can make moon water. It's a charge. It's basically a type of charge. So if you put your water in the sun, you'll get a type of charge from the water. If you put your water in the moon, you'll get a charge from the water. It's just, what do you want it to do? Let me see. I had an inclination that I need to start expanding my electromagnetic field. You can do that just by sitting still. When you sit still and you relax and you breathe, you tune out all the external things trying to interfere with your field, so you can manipulate your own field easier. Does that make sense? That's why you always have all this media pouring disaster here, fire here, arson, news, da 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 da. It's external stuff to keep you busy. so you don't take time to look inside yourself. It's always internal. It's inside out. I'm going to show you it's inside out. If you look right here at this torus field, it goes, hold on. Matter of fact, let me show you this. Inside, out. This is what's around your body right now. Inside, whatever's inside is created from your subconscious right here, and it's put out in the universe. This is projecting. So this is like your pineal gland up here. So your pineal gland is projected, your subconscious is created. So you're putting whatever you put in. So like when you take certain medias, when you watch certain stuff, when you read certain books, that's what you put inside of your field. And then your pineal gland is projecting that image out. So you see down here where it says one rotation cycle is frequency, one input and output is vibration, one interval equals the distance between one vibration and one frequency, right? Each of you have a sacred geometry shape that's associated with you too. So you have a sacred geometry shape that's associated with how your consciousness was created. I'll give you an example. Have any of you ever drawn doodles when you were growing up? Like you would draw little eyes or pyramids or squares or circles. You were drawing symbols that were related to you, right? So I'll show you one. Hold on. I got a pen right here. Let me show y'all something. So most people, what is that? Hold on, let me just make sure. Okay, cool. Just making sure ain't nothing on that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so most of you, when you grew up, you used to draw this right here. Y'all remember this already, right? Right? And you used to do this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Right? And this. Right? Most of you have drawn that in your life, right? Do you know that's the symbol for the Kabbalah? There's a symbol that looks just like this, but it has circles on it. Just like this. It has circles and lines that go to other circles. Lines, right? That go to other circles. Lines. It's the Kabbalah. Some of you have this knowledge inside of you already. And when you write these symbols and these sacred geometries, that's you. You expressing your expression. Watch Lucy. Watch the movie Lucy. Perfect. That's a good movie. Watch Lucy. You're supposed to reflect God. Exactly. You're a reflection. Got to get our DNA activate and detox. Yes. God isn't a he or she. Exactly. God isn't a he or she. God is just pure energy expressing itself. It'll express itself through a feminine version and a masculine version at the same time. So it's both expressions at the same time. That's why I tell people it's at a basic level, it's just raw energy. Raw energy expressions. Natural weather ended in the 1970s. Yeah, they are. It's called cloud seeding. They do have, I have, on my Telegram, I have 200 weather patterns. You know how they want to build a golden dome to block, it's to block cosmic radiation towards you because they know what's about to happen. It's about to be that ass. Can we expand on electromagnetic fields to expand to overlap with this beautiful home? Electromagnetic fields are on everything. Your cells, animals, your chair. But on natural occurring things, the electromagnetic field is on. You know what I'm saying? But everything has a torus or a toroidal field that's spinning. A meteor hit Canada during the Younger Dryas. It's okay. We're a speck of dust. Exactly. We're like this big. Compared to the universe, we're like a strand of hair on my head. The new earth will be the merge of the physical and the spiritual. Facts. So that's why some people are panicking, because your body has to vibrate at a certain rate at this new place. Because if not, you're going to disintegrate. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. Some of you may not have the same body that you have now. Your physical body is just compressed cells doing this. So let me show you. So your physical body is just a compression of cells together to form a solid structure, as you can see. It's just a bunch of energies put together to compress and form a solid structure, right? As you take in more of this energy and your cells move faster, some of your bodies might change. Like you see Mr. Manhattan off of Watchmen, when he got all that electricity in him and his body disintegrated. Some people gonna be like that. But did you see also in the next clip, the body started to reintegrate itself, right? It started to reassemble into the light version, the crystalline light version. And then Mr. Manhattan went God mode. That's what some of y'all are in the process of doing right now. Y'all going God mode for you know. Y'all know how I do. They took his website down too. Excuse me, clearing my sinuses. The live continuously keeps freezing. We're not worried about it. We're just gonna keep talking and doing what we can. Let's continue. I'm gonna read the comments, y'all. The city, the Lemurians went after the fall of one of the cities. How did he fly 30 hours? Planes can't be in the sky that long. You can look it up. Hold on. Tez, can I come up and talk with you? Yes. Give me a sec. I'm gonna invite you. Hold on. I'm gonna do the little box. Hold on. How do you invite people? I'm gonna prioritize you in the comments. I'm gonna go through the comments and then I'm gonna invite you up if that's okay. They say there is a summer entrance for the elites to yacht subbing. Yeah, he had trouble with his plane after going to other continents. Yep. I believe in hell, but I didn't create it. I think SpaceX is a new front. Like, yep. Got this dope quote: simulation lens reveals what was built over your soul. Facts. The alignment lens reveals what your soul built underneath it. Facts. Breathing is magical. Do cell phones affect us? Yes, your cell phone is a tracking device. Cellular. I had an NDE, near-death experience. Went to a different dimension. The realms are real. Exactly. It's the energetic imprint that is placed in the mind and then choice of creation. Gratitude. That is correct. Show the human being again so I could take a picture. 1 second. There you go. Let me move out the way. I'm just reading the comments real quick because I like to go through the comments. Frequency measured in seconds. Hey, Tez, I'm gonna invite you in just a second. I'm just trying to go through the comments because I like to talk to my people real quick. I'm just go through the comments real quick. Yeah, the tree of life, the Kabbalah. Show the human being again. I got you. Let me see. Tic-tac. Oh yeah, tic-tac-toe too. When you would do tic-tac-toe, that's another one. Let me see. I just watched the movie Other Life. Let me see. We are fractal homoluminous. Exactly. We're fractals. Homos. Why did the Mayans disappear? Some of them elevated in frequency too. Hey Zaddy, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Hey friend, this is my 4th account. Grand to see you. I'm just catching up on. I like to talk to my folks, and I love y'all very much. And real quick, I'm gonna put this poll up though. If y'all want to show support, there's ways right there if you want to. But there's ways to donate if you want to show support. You can already see it happening to people. Yes, junk DNA is limitless. Why do you think so many people waking up now? Because it's that time. The silicone identity will be activated. Crystalline body activated. Rishi body. I'm about to invite you up. I got 41 more comments. Uranus just popped into Gemini with Pluto and Aquarius. Yeah, we're turning into aliens. We already are. Me and siblings use run and slide across our home. My brothers were stronger. Maybe the whole Earth inside and out will also happen at a cellular level. Yep. Tech freezes when certain truths are revealed. Shout out to you. Facts. My best friend doesn't believe in any of this. Can't talk to anyone about this. She really can't. For some people, this is high charge energy. We love you. Your thoughts about trying to expand our electromagnetic field to match the Earth's in sync? Facts. Are people really living in the waters? Yes. There's beings that been in the water longer than us. They've been there for a long time. You remember when they had that Navy vessel shoot a bomb out in the middle of the ocean? They were attacking something. I saw your telekinesis post. Do you do it? Some people have different abilities. There's like 17 versions of kinesis powers. Cell phone is radiation. Facts. That's the true shift that's happening on the cellular energetic on Earth. We are connected. Facts. The Merkaba body that's inside of you, you have a Merkaba that rotates. It use everything for it. I was told my body is going to change because frequency. Yep, your body is going to change. Some people going to notice they ain't going to age as fast. I died and came back alive when I was 11. Best feeling in the world. Yep. What's going on when the heart beats irregular? Your body's trying to match new frequencies. The Chinese have an ancient system of time as being measured in hexagrams that show yin and yang. Facts. A sort of deviation. Facts. Hey, take care. Are people living in the waters? Yes. Extraterrestrials are making contact to many. I'm still shook. Yep. The region in space we are moving through is like a photon built energy bubble. Correct. Ooh, shout out to WoW. Hey, shout out to this WoW person. The region in space we are moving through is like a photon. You know what's up. Space is water. Yep. Are they flooding towns for smart cities and land grabs? Kerrville City had lithium deposits. Some of those places got mineral deposits. Why is the waters going in reverse? Pole shift. You've been trying to get view. I miss your content. Gratitude. Mind control. Reading brainwaves. Okay. Tez, if you can, let me see if I can do the inbox where you invite people. Hold on. I'm gonna invite you now. I finally got through the comments. Black Sun is the central sun. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Guess. And then allow. And then Tez. There we go. I invited Tez on here. Tez know his sauce. So shout out to Tez. Hold on, let me switch the layout. Hey, what's up, Tez? It's great to see you, man.
What's going on, bro?
How are you today?
Wonderful, better than ever, man. What about you?
Man, I'm doing excellent. We're grateful to have you on here. Excuse the delay in getting to you. I was trying to get you on here. I'm trying to figure out how to switch the window so I can get you like up here properly. Let me see. Hold on. But if, for y'all who don't know, this is, oh, here we go. For y'all who don't know, this is Tez. There we go. Wow. This is Tez. There we go. Shout out to Tez. So he's been spitting game throughout this whole live, and he has a lot of great information. So y'all might want to check out Tez, y'all. Sun is a black hole. Facts. If they can manipulate the nervous system, they can synthetically make people feel energy. Shout out to Jay. That's facts. So you were explaining a couple of things in the comments, and I know there were so many comments uh, that we couldn't get to everything. Could you explain some of the stuff you were talking about?
Okay, when I was talking about the aura
Hmm.
and the multiple different levels of the aura. So everything that is physical has the aura, and the aura is the invisible magnetic field that surrounds everything.
True.
There are universal laws that coincides with everything. And the first universal law, the law of divine oneness, states that everything is interconnected. And the last level of our aura is how we are interconnected through everything.
Okay.
And when I was talking about the consciousness, it's everything I'm saying go falling right into place with each other.
Mm.
We got one mind in two parts. We got a conscious and a subconscious. Our conscious impress feelings, ideas, and thoughts onto our subconscious, and our subconscious express was impressed upon it. So the conscious, that's the ego, that's the masculine part. The subconscious, that's our higher self. That's the feminine part. That's the law of gender. The law of gender states that everything that is physical has both. masculine and feminine properties.
Okay.
I break this stuff down like this in my head because I be asking myself like, you know, attempting to comprehend this stuff, you know.
Hmm.
So, um, our aura. I'm gonna get back to our aura. Our aura is it's 15 levels to it, and each level is a different identity. I was talking about the reishi body, the crystalline body, the silicone based body. Those are all different identities that our consciousness have. We are multi-dimensional beings existing on multiple different dimensions. That's something that our soul does to experience so much in I'm gonna just say time so people can comprehend it. But it's something our soul does to experience so much in a little amount of time.
Hmm.
The crystalline and the Nada Hoover body are the upper levels of our consciousness. That's what our oversoul has to do with that part.
Okay.
To access those parts, meditation, not allowing anyone to anger you, eating the right things, not holding on to emotions like carrying unnecessary baggage, sun gazing. Sun gazing is very, very, very beneficial to our body, to our eyes, to our whole body, period.
Yeah, that's facts.
Um, the meditation changes our brain waves. There are five different brain waves: beta, alpha, theta, delta. Excuse me. Beta, alpha, theta, delta, and gamma. Gamma is the brain wave that's supernatural. That's when all of your clairs, clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, that's when all of those are like you have full control over them. Beta is the brain wave that most people walk around in. That's the brain wave that deals with envy, jealousy, anger, anxiety, you know, all of those. Alpha is the brain wave that when we first getting up or before we going to sleep, that's the brain wave that we are in. And that's why when we first get up, we don't have too many thoughts. That's closer to our subconscious. Theta is light sleep, light meditation, more closer to our subconscious. Delta is deep sleep, deep meditation. That's like all the way in your subconscious. The more you meditate, the more you can be able to distinguish your thoughts from other people's thoughts. We are all the same consciousness, so we get each other thoughts. Our aura has something to do with that also, because when you step in a room or step in a person's car or even walk past someone, you can get their thoughts because your auras are merging and interconnecting. Excuse me. The more you meditate, the more you can distinguish, like if you stay in an apartment and you start getting thoughts about things that you don't usually get thoughts about, you can distinguish like, okay, those must be someone else's thoughts. And when you don't own the thoughts, they don't affect you. But when you own the thoughts and the feelings, that's when they affect you. But when you don't pay attention to them, when you don't give them energy, you can, you know, peep them, but not own them, and they'll keep it pushing.
Observe,
Um,
but don't absorb.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I tell people thoughts are like a train station. The trains keep moving constantly, but the thought that you keep is your station. And if you act upon that thought too, that's when it becomes a realization. That's how people
yes,
have the same ideas, right? Like telepathy. It's the same idea already in existence, but somebody takes that from the on their antenna and then bow right into existence.
yep, yep. And there are hundreds and hundreds of universal laws, but me studying psychology and reading the book Science of Mind, it got me into the laws of mind because I was attempting to fully comprehend emotions and thoughts and controlling my emotions and controlling my thoughts. And every emotion we feel releases a different chemical in our bloodstream. So emotions like happiness is hemoglobin. That's hemoglobin being released into your bloodstream. Anxiety, H's, that's cortisol. That's cortisol being released into your bloodstream. And when you feel so much um, of the same emotion, you start getting addicted to that emotion, and you wouldn't even notice it until you start like take a step back and evaluate, your thoughts and your feelings. But we get addicted to whatever we feel a lot, and we'll start looking like urepinephrine is anger. And when we release so much urepinephrine in our bloodstream, we'll start looking for things to be angry about, not knowing that we are actually addicted to it. And the Tibetan singing bowl, when you hit the Tibetan singing bowl, the resonance, that's the noise it make after you hit it, that lowers the cortisol in our blood. So that's one way to lower the cortisol in your blood, that and meditation. But when you start actually asking yourself questions about your emotions and experiences that you go through, and you be honest with yourself, you get a real answer. Like you get a real true answer.
That's facts. Because you facing what it is and you just going straight to it. And it helps to clear out that stagnant electrical current out your aura so it can flow easily.
Yes, it's so wonderful.
And
So
then
4 years ago, I had an experience where my van was in a shop, so I was riding a bicycle. I was riding a bike. I stay in St. Louis, Missouri. I was on the north side, leaving from where I was at, and coming back on the south side. And I was on my way. It's a bike rack on the front of the bus, and you could put your bike on the front of the bus, and that's what I was about to do. And I was leaving from my cousin's house, and I was finna go home, and I got pew pew 8 times, 5 times in my left leg, once in my side, once in my back, and once in my right arm. And fractured my tibia, my fibia, and my right distal humerus. I don't know why that happened. I mean, I know why it happened. Now I fully comprehend that when you have thoughts and anxiety about things, you can make things happen to yourself by, having anxiety, keep thinking about the stuff happening to yourself. But that situation happened to me. I went out of my body. I was looking at my body. Went to a different dimension. Didn't want to come back to my body, but woke up in surgery. Like I woke up mid surgery. I woke up after they said you're not done. You didn't complete what you came here for. And before I could, they was telepathically speaking to me. And before I could say anything else, I woke up in surgery. And I'm very disappointed that I woke up in surgery and I was back in my body. But I fully comprehended that um, I'm not done.
yeah,
So now, more so, realizing that that was something that I agreed to go through for whatever reason I agreed to go through that. I know now, like I agreed to go through it um to come to the awareness where I am now, and I know that when you know that everything happens to you for a positive reason, then you will be able to reap the benefits of the positivity and not the negativity that someone else might attempt to define any situation as. So just continue to tell yourself that everything happens to me for a positive reason, and you'll be able to reap the positivity of it, and you won't even experience anything negative about it. And that's how I look at that situation and every other situation I experience in life. I'm able to walk away from it with something positive and learn from it so that I won't have to experience it again. Because if you don't learn from anything you go through, you are doomed to repeat it, and each time you repeat it is going to be more difficult than the last time.
everything happens for me, not to me. Bring the light from which is inside of you out so you can light up the way further.
Yeah, and I just read a comment. Someone asked, "Why did that happen to me?" So remember, I was saying that I used to have anxiety a lot. So I used to, just be out moving around door dashing, and I live in St. Louis. And if you hear anything about St. Louis, St. Louis is not too good of a city. So I used to have anxiety, like cars pulling up, like, "Oh, I hope this ain't finna happen. Oh, I hope that ain't finna happen. Oh, I hope this ain't finna happen." And it happened. It happened because me having anxiety, hoping that it don't happen. The thing that you are most scared of happening to yourself, you will make happen to you by continuously thinking about it.
Mhm.
Because we never stop manifesting. Everything you have or everything you don't have is because you've manifested it. So if you continue to think about something, Joe Dispenza says it all the time. Thoughts are the language of the brain, feeling of the language of the body. When you think about something, your body can't tell the difference. So to your body, when you think about it, you're going through it when you think about it. So your body don't know that you're not going through it when you're thinking about it. To your body, you are going through it. So you attract things, you attract experiences and situations to yourself.
Mhm. Because your repeated process, universe recognizes frequency, and frequency is consistency. So you have something inconsistent thoughts, regardless if it's good or not. That's what's coming.
Hmm.
Just you know what's up. See, I told you Tez know his stuff, y'all. Y'all need to go follow him. If you haven't followed him, go follow him because he's explaining to you when you have this. Oh man, they're gonna have war on us. Oh man, they're shooting us with missiles. Oh man, stuff like that. When you keep saying that, right? The universe recognize. Oh, you want that? Bet I'm gonna send you some more of that. Oh man,
Hmm.
I'm successful. I'm aligned with my highest divine self. Oh, you want that? Bet. Universe don't have it don't play favorites. It just do what it just do what you command it to almost on the cool.
Yep, and that's the law of reversibility. The law of reversibility states that um, if you want something to happen, look at that situation and the experience and feel it like it has already happened. Like feel like it has already happened. And you will attract circumstances, events, and people to you that will help you achieve that. If you look at it like it has already happened. I used to the 369, write something down 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. Write it in the present tense. Write it like it has already happened. In the I am, I know, I do, I love, I feel, I see, I speak, I understand. Write it down in that um from that point of view. And you do it 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. You will attract that situation to yourself. I got notebooks on notebooks full of me doing that and writing letters to myself, speaking from the present tense like it has already happened, and actually making things, the stuff that I'm writing down, like the stuff actually happened. Like when you write things down and speak from the present tense, you connect it to your subconscious in a way that um just like saying things about yourself. When you do that, your subconscious hear that and it's like, okay, if that's what you want, that's what you get. Just like example, if you live somewhere and you don't like it where you live at, and you tell yourself and you keep repeating, I don't like it where I live at. I hate it where I live at. I don't like it where I live at. Then you're gonna continue to get reasons to not like it where you live at. But when you tell yourself, that's the law of abundance also. When you tell yourself that I love it where I live at, even if you don't love it where you live at, but you continue to tell yourself, I love it where I live at, then you're gonna get reasons to love it where you live at.
I agree.
Our mind, our feelings, our thoughts are so powerful. People just have no idea. But the minute you start applying the things to your life, it's synchronicities. You start seeing them. You start feeling it. Like it's no denying it.
Yep. And There's a comment down here from Jade like the gym. She said the dimensions you are in is what you're capable of controlling in your field. And just like you said, if you keep emitting the same type of field, don't be surprised that you get the same type of over and over again. There's a there's basically an internet in your mind. So imagine having a group chat with everybody. You have to learn to isolate yours so you can make it so you can create reality how you want to instead of having other people tune your radio station. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yep, because I was gonna say something about the laws of mind. There are six laws of mind. The law of attraction is one of them. The law of transmission, the law of connection, the law of connection is just like the law of divine oneness. The law of oh dang, I forgot the other two, but they basically saying like the law of transmission states that our mind is a receiving and transmitting station. It's like a radio station. What separates it is the frequency. So if me and you tune to the same frequency, we can get the same thoughts. It's all a frequency. And if you know how to tune that frequency, and you can tune your frequency with watching your thoughts, not speaking negatively about yourself or anyone else, because when you do that, that affects them and that also affects you. Um, Controlling your emotions, watching the way you eat, not allowing people to get to you, and just being the best person you can to yourself and also to others. Because when you be the best person you can to yourself, then the best person you can be to others also comes around you. Like that, you attract that to you.
Because you are a refraction of what's internal reflecting outside.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, bro. I told y'all need to go follow Tez. He be on this. He got the sauce. He got to eat the sauce. Y'all need to go
And
follow Tez.
and I also have a PDF. So a guy on TikTok, he sent me a PDF. I paid him. I paid him a couple bucks, and he sent me a PDF with some real good books in it. It's like 50 books. And when went on Google to search these books like $200, $145, $150, like for one book. But it's
Yeah.
like 50 books on it. Books by Kenneth Grant, books by people like that. I will send them to whoever. All you gotta do is message me, and I'll send them to you for free. You ain't gotta do nothing but message me and tell me that you want the books, and I'll send them to you. The Great Cosmic Mother, Coast of the Shadows, the Holographic Universe. It's a book on there about a guy who used to work for the government, and he made a device that could attract the UFO and disable the UFO, and they got reverse engineered ships and bro, like the whole nine, bro. I will send them to whoever. All you got to do is just message me.
Hey, I want some. I want them too. Hey, for real, I want. Yeah. If there's a comment down here from Jay like Jim. If we stop unconsciously creating for orgs, they stop existing. It runs on people creating it. Facts.
Hmm.
That's why they energy harvest to stop your alignment. That's why they do the harvesting, the loosh energy. The more they push out this fear based content, the fear based everything, it keeps you from aligning with your actual self so you can, you know, be with the one. Be one like you're supposed to be. So they do these minute things throughout the day, but it's also you too. You are create a co-creator of the universe, and a combination of those create the reality you in right now. Oh my god!
Yeah. Hey, bro, talking about the harvesting devices, bro. So every sports stadium is shaped like a sacred geometry shape, bro. Every single last one of them. Like when I say, bro, I used to work at Bush Stadium. That's where the Cardinals play at, bro. Every time I go, I make sure I leave before all the fans get in there, because the energy is just so freaking intense. And then trying to get up out of there when the game in, when all the fans leaving, the streets packed, bro. The energy is so intense. They got these devices that people wouldn't even imagine under these stadiums and under these fields, bro. And all the screaming and the yelling and the excitement, you just get giving them all the energy.
They do that at concerts too. Stadiums, concerts, big crowd events. That's why y'all got to be careful of these big events. Most stadiums are shaped like an eye for a reason. They're shaped like an eye for a reason. The Matrix is the shadow of the collective unconscious. Ooh, shout out to Jade. That is facts. And like Tiz were saying, there's a lot of places around that trap energy. You ever seen an office building? The reason why it's in squares is because squares trap energy. That's why your house is built in the shape of a square instead of a circle or a pyramid or a triangle. You hardly ever see houses built like a cone or a circle or a coliseum like house because it would produce more energy for your house. But the squares trap your energy. Oh, shit.
Yes, yes, they do. That's the shape of the square. It does something to our energy. That's why if people ever get locked up, that's why it's called a cell.
Exactly. Prison. Damn. It's also because certain places carry memory. They are hubs of energy like hospitals and cemeteries. Shout out to Jade. She's been giving out some hot some hot sauce. Y'all need to go follow Jade like the gym in the comments. She's been giving out some game. But like you said, the hospitals and the cemeteries, they hold a lot of memory, right? Energetic memory, and they trap energy too. I mean, when you put people in boxes and put them underneath the ground, how do you know they in the boxes? Number one, number two, you just trapping energy. You just like if I was trying to leave and I'm trapped in the square, am I really gonna leave?
Bro, there is nobody in the cemetery. Calcium phosphate is grinded up human bones. So if you see calcium phosphate on anything you are eating, grinded up human bones, bro. When you go to the grocery, when you go to any fast food place, you think they got enough cows and chickens and stuff to make all this meat in the fast food restaurants? People are eating people, bro. They take the bodies and what's that called, when you press something so much that it make it combust.
I know what you're talking about. It's off my mind. You compress it so much that it combusts. Um, somebody in the comments. Somebody in the comments. I know you know what it when you compress something so much that it combusts. Let me see. Not compost.
Internal combustion.
Internal
Yeah,
combustion. It's
yeah,
atomine
yeah.
combustion.
That's yep. Those are other words for it. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my god. And I tell people
compression.
that spontaneous combustion. Okay, compression. Yep. But I tell people all the time like there isn't enough animals on the world to feed everybody. Canaanites brought cannibalism to America. If y'all didn't know that, and I told people that before. That's why your meat tasting funny now, right? If you cooking meat still, like chicken and beef, you can see it smell different. It don't cook the same. It's like super greasy. You like, what is this? And I, McDonald's and hospitals got contracts with each other, dog.
Yup, yup. Look, bro, I learned that every the Heart Association, the Diabetes Association, all of them are funded by the same stuff, products that cause the same stuff. So they So they making the products so that people can get the illnesses and diseases, so that people can come to them, so they can just, it's just it's like a wheel of of
It's
you
crazy.
just spending money. Yeah.
Yep, and it's just like JP said, cannibalism is legal in 48 states.
And
48 states.
that's crazy. Oh, and I wanted to say something about, somebody said something about the Matrix. So the Matrix, the moon. The moon is holographic reincarnation technology. The moon is how the Matrix is projected. That, and also our thoughts in our mind. So at the moment that you come out of your body,
Oh, it paused. You all right? Oh, your microphone muted. Hold on, Tess. How your microphone mute? Uh uh. Your microphone off, Tez, if you can hear me. Wow, that's crazy. That boy started talking about the moon. They turned his mic off. What? No way. Tez, if you can hear me, they turned your mic off. Duh. Wow. It is a reincarnation device, by the way. It's basically you pass away, go into the light, go into the moon, recycle back down, wait, get a new body. In order to avoid that, go into the darkness. Is what it is. I'm gonna just tell you straight up. Go into the darkness, say I would like to return home or my origin or wherever. Go into the darkness. I do not consent. As the consciousness raises, so does our discernment to move away the diabolical food services. Look, I'm gonna give a big shout out to Jade because she has been such a wonderful beacon of knowledge. They even took him off the lap. What the hell? A wonderful beacon of knowledge. We're grateful for her. We love her. Gratitude for all your wisdom and light. But you see how, bro, boy, they took that boy. Oh, wow. I'm going to re-invite him. I don't even see him no more right now. As mentioned, just notice when you speak the truth, what happens. It glitches. You hear sirens and beeps. I agree with you. There's been plenty of times where I was speaking the truth and my light was radiating so high. And I know it's, pushing buttons and stuff that the live had earlier. The live was freezing and glitching when I was telling you about certain things. When you mention certain keywords, all of a sudden you can't talk or your voice messed up. Printed meat is human DNA. Exactly. I agree. For entertainment, educational purposes, and all that sauce. They'll try to interrupt the transmission to distract and disturb the flow. Shout out to Jade. That's correct. Once you're in your flow state, like you reach a period when you're talking to people and you're talking about certain subjects, when you reach your flow state, that's when they start doing that hunky dory shit. Let me see if I can I'm gonna re-invite Tez. And now my live getting glitchy. Does us being multidimensional beings have to do with quantum immortality? It's like you already immortal. It's just you remember you're immortal already. That's what you're trying to do right now. You just remember it. All this stuff has already happened. This is like we already won the chess. Like Jade said, we won the chess game already. It's just you remembering that you won the chess game. They want to keep you in. Oh, you still moving pieces, but you already won the game. I invited him again, but that's wild. But y'all go follow Tez. Tez has a lot of grand information, and I'm not afraid of shit, bro. I'm tired of being worried about. Oh no, they gonna follow me. They didn't already. They right now. Look, let me show you something. Look in the corner of your phone, wherever you at. You should see a green, red, or orange light. You being recorded right now. Even if you just watching right now, a green, red, or orange light is somewhere in your screen on the side, probably right next to your battery power number. It's like, it's sad because they have all the tech to change our lives for the better, and it's been dark for century. Exactly. We already have enough technology. Shout out to you, Walls. I'm gonna hit you with a follow. We already have enough technology to be on some Jetsons type shit already. We already have ancient technology, crazy. You wouldn't even believe it. It can happen when you self talk as well. You can reach to the point when you're controlling stuff. Exactly. So what I'm gonna do is just they're not allowed to do any of this disruption by divine command, and then that's it. That's all it is. And I'm gonna let my thoughts just float away from the extra stuff because if you give it energy, it gets more energy. So I'm just let it flow. My thing is, Via, if time isn't real, why did us gods choose to be in a specific time frame? It's because at this, it's not the time that matters, it's the energy cycle. We chose to be in this energy cycle because we're rising a bunch of people at the same time. We came from the darkest depths of a lower energy cycle, and now we're raising it back up to a higher energy cycle. And in that process, it's just remembrance of what happened. So all this is a memory. All this life you living right now and experiencing, that's a memory. I know that's gonna sound strange. I tell people that all the time. This is all just a memory. And you remembering. Don't allow them in your reality. I agree. They're not allowed in my reality. Any beings that interrupt, causing all that extra, not allowed in reality. Be gone from my presence. That's something we all should be united and protesting to get, because that is connected to everything. Yep. If we can be in the future when it's peaceful, I'm projecting a peaceful society where we can commingle with other beings like we're supposed to, and not be on no primitive we gotta destroy everything type shit. Because it'll get to a point to where the other beings are like, shit, well, they on that blue 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 blue. No. It's just shit. Them motherfuckers ghetto. They go put on the alien ski mask. Come by. Hey man. Y'all gonna see alien YNs. I've seen a green light on my phone. When does the reincarnation cycle end? It's basically you're resolving energetic wavelengths inside of yourself. And when you get to a certain degree for yourself, then you move on to your next level. How do we stop reincarnating here? So it's remembering where you come from. You the most high. It's tuning in, controlling your thoughts, listening to your heart, observing, reaching a position of observation instead of being like, well, this is happening to me, this is happening for me, and then knowing how to react from that. Flow state. That's the illusion too. We are the tech. At 7D is instant creation. Exactly. 7D or 7-dimensional density, 7 density or 7 electrical awareness, 7th awareness is where you create instantly. Shout out to you, Jim. You have been given so much sauce today. We love you so much. I had to add you as a friend. You are on the sauce, man. If y'all haven't, y'all go follow Jade like the Gym. She got some sauce. She been giving out sauce this whole live. Shout out to you. This energy cycle, we are meant to graduate this type. We need to win and elevate. And I agree. We are going from dense to light. Exactly. So we're moving from a certain density and we're moving from carbon to light. And as we move to light, it's like, imagine being under a spell and somebody trying, like you going up, somebody like, nah, you going, nah. And then it's like, that's all right type of shit. Our phone has been ready and manipulating out frequency, moving to the golden age. Exactly. Smile and laughter crush everything. Everything is spinning downward from the North Star. It's already happened. Everything's already changing. How can I avoid reincarnation? I told you. Where food grows on trees, everyone's in unconditional love. Exactly. Do the census people go to people for info update? Yeah. I'm just catching up. Imagine cats and dogs get arthritis. That's funny. Oh, what's up, Chief Pharaoh? Gratitude. I got you now. Man, I thank you and Tez for all this knowledge until you hit nirvana. Exactly. Everything is spinning downward from the North Star is already happened. That's what frequency is. Shout out to Baba. Because Baba, hey, I'm going to pin this. Shout out, gratitude for you, Baba. Don't go to the light when you pass. Yes. Yes, sir. Since the MIC has been doing a good job, we keep wars. Their ultimate is one versus ET. Yeah, no ET war. It's not gonna be a war. If you really fighting ETs, some of their technology, man. I think the fight will last probably zero point zero 0.07 seconds. As you raise, you're going back to your highest self. I agree. They force souls here through the illusion of false contracts. That's what they call karma. Ooh, man, come on. Come on. Oh, you got to solve this karma, so you got to keep coming back. But why do you solve something when you're complete already? What? Man, come on, Jade. Jade, you married? I'm finna come get your ass. Oh my gosh, I'm finna come get you. Hey, Chrissy. When you vibrate higher, the lower frequency can't even perceive you. That's facts. They can't even perceive you. I had to fight hard to remember real life experiences. It's the hospitals. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Everything was done to us before we turned 7 that made us forget. They use gamma waves to make you forget. Have the patience to practice and practice to perfection. Gratitude's in. We're grateful for you. People on Twitter were saying Diddy had astrologers, practitioners on his team. You'd be surprised. They have witches, warlocks, and all this. Tez is beautiful. Tez is like Tez fit. I think he's in the comments. It's the collective unconscious that'll make beings behave a certain way as a proxy. Facts. Quantum immortal is your soul and body die, but only that one reality. So you move to the nearest reality. All of you see how all these people have such wisdom, and I'm grateful for all the wisdom and light and consciousness that's being shared with other consciousness. For some people who had questions and stuff, this is really beneficial. Why do I lower myself each time I reach higher levels? Spirituality. Sometimes you go down to a lower energy cycle so you can come up like a wave, right? Sometimes. But sometimes too, it's like other beings trying to put that sauce on you, try to keep you down. But it's your refraction. Density to light is literally the spirit going from human body to star conscious ET. Baba, shout out to Baba, baby. That's literally it. Density to light is literally the spirit going from human body to star consciousness, ET, etc. Gratitude. Y'all saucy, bro. Y'all so, ooh, man. I'm glad that I love y'all. I love y'all, bro. Y'all know what's up. Slow light down to materialize reality. Facts. This is so good. This is great. Everybody, we're grateful for all y'all knowledge. I gotta get ready to take me. I gotta go to work tomorrow, man. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Baba Yaga. Yep. Shout out to Baba. Y'all go follow Baba because Baba got that sauce too. Hey, I got some important stuff to tell you real quick. Okay. I'm finna get ready to. The faster we vibe, things change in your own reality. That's what I believe too. I always knew I had that power. I'd be stuck in God mode for real. There were sightings of fireballs in southern U.S. shortly after Anunnaki sent messages on TV saying, hold on. He's saying that there were sightings of fireballs in the southern U.S. shortly after Anunnaki sent messages on everyone TV saying, and he's about to say the next part. So apparently it's lightning, so some of you may have been noticing lightning storms, flooding and stuff, anomalies in the sky. There's stuff popping off in the sky right now for real. I think it was Michigan too. Anunnaki had. You ever seen that movie Cosmic Slop? I mean, I'm just saying. Unfortunately, this is the beginning of the war, and the Anunnaki are here to help. It's the start right now. You ever seen that movie Cosmic Slop? If you haven't, go watch that movie. That's gonna let you know a lot. Go watch Cosmic Slop. Is the name of the movie. That's what happened basically. That's what happened basically. Oh my god. Yes. We're in the process. I mean, we still have work to do, but we are perceiving it as now, but this already happened. Exactly. This already happened. Just like Jay like the Jim said, this already happened. It's just we're perceiving it as right now. But everything has already happened. I know that's gonna sound strange, but time and space don't exist. It's about to get fired. Look up red lightning. It's not just lightning, it's sentient. Of course. I've been through many states, but Texas and Colorado have a special energy to them. That's why I'm in Colorado right now. I'm in Colorado. So there is special energy. They have Garden of the God. They have a bunch of places out here that are ether field. Ether field. But anyway, I got to get ready for work tomorrow. I got to do a little side gig. Just a little side gig, get a little side stuff. Nothing major. But it's great to talk to y'all. If y'all can, go follow Tez. Tez was Cosmic Slop is the name of the movie. You should watch it. Cosmic Slop. Watch the movie. Shout out to Jade. Y'all go follow Jade right here. She been giving y'all sauce this whole live. That's my future wife. I'm just playing. One of my future wife. No, I'm just playing. There's a lot of beautiful movies. Watch Supercell. Watch Supercell. Supercell is another good movie to check out. You would enjoy it. What trails, mountains do we have near Denver area? It's dry as hell. There's a lot of... I'm going to just say don't use lotion, use coconut oil, because that'll be better for your skin. Otherwise, you're going to be looking like Ashley Larry off the Dave Chappelle show. Tez. His name is Tezz Tez. Just type. You can go to. You know how you look at the follower count. If you click the number of the follower count, you can have the search bar and you can search up people in the follower count button. You can click. I follow Tez, so you can click like my follower count button, and it'll have a search bar. Type in Tezz, and you should be able to find him. I've been using olive oil. Legs look like I got flakes. Yeah, get you some coconut oil or some grapeseed oil for your skin. It'll help a lot. But I got to get ready for my little side gig tomorrow. We're grateful for everybody. We love you very much. Y'all go follow Zen 2.0 too. She's down here. But and Living Legend too. Living Legends. And just check the comments. There's a lot of beautiful people in the comments. Y'all should follow because some people, Baba, he was giving out some game too. There's a lot of beautiful people, beings giving out game. So gratitude to y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Don't sleep close to your phone. Sesame seed oil is good for moisture. Yes, we're grateful for y'all. We love y'all very much. You're beautiful as well. Trying to get like you. Watch out for the paparazzi hiding in the bushes trying to take your picture. If you're a beautiful person, be careful because they trying to smell your sweaters and steal your socks. So just keep them safe. Don't worry about none of that extra stuff and just focus on what matters the most. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful because you might have somebody want to bet your blinds like this. How come you ain't messaged my phone? I see you in there. I see you. How come you ain't call me? Type shit. You just gonna be there? Nah. I see you cooking. How come you ain't block? Gonna be in your closet. Oh, you smell like lavender. It's funny, but it's true. At a certain resonance, the watchers Facts, real life. But yeah, we just having fun. Enjoy your night. So now I'm about to hop off for real. Shout out to my future harem. We're gonna be cooking together with just aprons on. Love y'all very much. I'm just playing. I hope y'all take care. Y'all be safe and have a grand evening. Watch out now. I'm coming for you, Jade. Just wait. I'm